here. Let us begin. We are going to start seated, Denise. You can sit down, like that, and you have to grunt as you sit down because I always have to grunt when I sit down. I don't know where that came from. I just started doing it as I got older. Not sure why. All right, get yourself in neutral. You know it's Core Wednesday, right? Not today. Not today. Switching it up. Roll the shoulders back just a little bit, and then get a little bigger with it. Get those shoulder blades back. So we're doing this because here's what happens when you do that. You roll the shoulder blades back, not just the arms around in circles, but shoulder blades back, down, forward, and up. So putting you in that neutral position every time you bring the arms back. And go as big as is comfortable for you. Remember, we don't go all the way first time. Up and around. And bring it down. That full body rotation. Hands on the hips. These are forward to the side, keeping the spine in neutral the entire way. So leaning forward at the hips. Nothing moves above the hips. And around. Getting some deep breaths in here as you're doing this. Breathing in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Couple more. As you do a few of these, you can get a little bigger with them, but make sure that you're not leaning off to the side and back. The neck should not be moving at all. And one more time, back around and the opposite direction. Bring it. And we're good. Shoulder shrugs, shoulder rolls, and bring it up right underneath the ear. Ears, one on each side. Looking right straight ahead. Squeeze the neck, squeeze those shoulders right up as high as you can get them, and then relax and just let them hang down. Pull them down just a little bit with the lats. Don't go real hard with them, but just bring the shoulder blades down, bring the shoulders down. Up again. Squeeze it. The I don't know exercise. And back down again. Neck around. Just bring that gaze right around to the side as much as is comfortable for you, and then bring it back. Always keeping the eyes looking right straight on the horizon. And then to the other side. Take your time with it. You don't want to go real far yet. Hands up. We're going to do the same thing. Arms up, shoulder blades back. We're going to be able to get a little deeper this time, a little more rotation. Feel the stretch through the shoulder and the front shoulder. And remember, arms are up. Elbows right straight out, fist to palm, so that you keep the shoulders straight, which means you will only rotate through the middle of the back where you're supposed to. And arms down, left arm down, right ear to the shoulder, right to the shoulder. That's what it is. And remember, it is not about cranking down on that head. It's just to get that arm down just a little bit until you feel a stretch going right through the side of the neck into the top, those traps on the top of the shoulders. And bring it back up. Other side, same thing. Ear to shoulder, fingers to floor. I can't stretch that far. It doesn't do it. And back up again. Chin down to chest. Stretch that out. And then nice and slow, bring it back to center. We're going to go look up. Roll the shoulder blades back first. Get a little jiggy with it there, making sure that you've got everything loosened up again. And back up. Feel the stretch. Bottom jaw all the way down through to the chest. And back down again to the chest. One more time with that rotation this time. So you're going to bring the head to the side and then rotate and bring it up. And coming back down, getting the chin to the chest. Bring it across, nice and slow. To the other side, up. And look out over the horizon. And back down again. Up top. Looking up, same thing. Rotate the head first. And then when you get to the side, look down. Make sure the shoulder blades are back as you're doing this. Have this tendency to kind of roll forward when we do this. Eyes still looking right straight out in front. Rotating the head the opposite direction. Chin down over shoulder, back up, around, and down. It's such a small move, but it feels so good. All right, we're gonna jet the chin out. We're gonna go crazy here on this upper body of head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Bring the chin out, stretch it, and then back in again. You tuck the chin, so you don't bring the shoulders back. It is taking this jaw and just bringing the head back, using these muscles in the back of the neck to pull, and then extend back out, feeling the stretch or the work being done in the front of the neck, into the chest, and again back and out and back to the middle. This helps strengthen the neck muscles, kind of try to take that drop, that hunch that we get, take it out of the way. All right, retractions with the shoulder blades. Feet flat on the floor, knees, toes straight out in front of you. Hands, palms out, roll the shoulder blades back. Squeeze as far as you can back. Get those shoulder blades working. Feel the muscles working between to pull them back. And then up front. Got that tree hug going on. Chin doesn't come to chest. You're just bringing the arms around and back. Excuse me. Arms back as far as you can get them. Chest is open and forward again. Reach around and down. Arms up to the top. It's back as far as you can get them. Again, just wait till the shoulders warm up a little bit more before you go too far. Don't lean back on this one. Just bring the arms up over the top and then back down, reaching back as far as you can without doing a forward hip hinge. Just get the arms back, get the movement through the shoulders, back up front, up on top. Turn the palms away from you and push down and then push back. Last one, roll the palms down toward the floor and everything pushes up. By turning the hand like that, we're getting much more stretch through the arm all the way around, front and back. Next, right here, right here. Hands right here. Chest press with the shoulder blades back. Squeeze the muscles, tighten them up. Get those shoulder blades as tight as you can together and then extend out as far as you can. So it's back in. Shoulder blades are back nice and tight. Then pushing the hands out, keeping the shoulder blades together. Feel the stretch through the arms when you do that. If you just roll everything forward, we're not stretching anything but the upper back. Upper back really doesn't need to be stretched any more than it is. If we walk hunched, and a lot of us do, we're chin down, we're stretching these muscles all the time. And then these muscles get really tight through the chest, upper back gets really loose, and it just kind of falls into place. Gravity will pull us forward. So we want to strengthen those muscles up in the back as well. Next, we're going to take arms up, palms up, hands up to shoulders, elbows up as far as you can get them, and back down, and back down. Again, up, palms on the shoulders, bring the elbows forward, bring them up, keep them in toward the torso or toward the head, and then back down again and down. One more time. Up and up. Stretch. Feel those muscles stretching in the back of the upper arm. Don't let the chin come to the chest on this one. And bring it back down and down and down. Hands out front. Palms away. Rotation through the arms. Around and back again. Around. Back. In and shake that out. Bring that down. We're going to bring in arms out to the side, squeezing the shoulder blades together. This whole work right here is shoulder blades are down, so don't leave them up here. Keep them down and then squeeze and relax. Again, you're going to feel this great stretch in the front of the shoulders. And we're also strengthening up those muscles through the shoulder blades, the ones that help hold the back in alignment. Bringing that chin back, head up, like we're supposed to be. One more time. Back and release and down. Bring it around, hands around, grab onto the shoulder blades as much as you can and walk the fingers back, keeping the back straight as you do this. So don't lean forward. Stay right here. And then out to the sides, we're going to do the other arm on top this time. Over, switching up, you should feel a much different stretch when you put the right arm up over the top as compared to the left arm over the top. And back down and down. Arm up on the inside of the ear, right against the inside of that upper arm, and then do a side bend, reaching the shoulder as high as you can get it, feeling the stretch all the way up the rib cage, through the shoulder, reach in the upper back as well, all the way around the rib cage, really. Other side, same thing. Up and over, reaching at a diagonal. Don't go too far with this. Make sure the chin is up, eyes forward, and then the ear and arm are in alignment with the spine so that you're not leaning forward as you bend to the side. Bring the arm down, both arms up overhead, like that. A little more aggressive this time. Use this lead hand. Put the hands together and use it just to pull just a little bit. Don't do too much. And get a little deeper with it. A little more stretch. Not hard. Had somebody in the class who hurt themselves by doing this. They really pulled with that other arm. And that's the problem with using the other arm. You have to be careful with it because it adds leverage where it takes you out of form if you do it wrong. And then bring the arms down again. So if you use that hand up, the pulling hand to make too much movement, then you get into trouble. That was easy for me to say, eh? Up overhead and hands down, pull and pull. So arm up as high as you can get it. As you pull down, start bringing that shoulder blade down at the same time. Squeeze it down and feel the stretch as you reach up over the top through the chest, upper back, shoulders, and pull nice and tight on that rope that you're pulling down. And like that, bring it down. Hands to the front. We're going to do a hip hinge, just a small one. Knees, toes out at a 45-degree angle. Hands lay right between the arms or between the legs. And then you bring the arms up and stretch forward. So you're sitting on the edge of your chair and doing that hip hinge, reaching the shoulders out. Bring it back in. Roll the shoulder blades back first, staying in neutral. And coming in. Again, up and out. Stretches in the lower back, going through the glutes, into the hamstrings, and you will feel this on the inner thighs as well as you bring it in and bring it back down again. Cat cow, finish out. Finish out with these, seated. Upper body stretches, and then bring it around to the back. Grab onto the back of the chair. And I always say grab, and I never mean grab. Wrap the fingers lightly around the back of the chair. Roll the shoulder blades back. Chest is out. Deep breath in and exhale. Coming forward. Shoulders roll forward. Chin stays away from the chest. Deep breath in again, getting a little more stretch through that upper back. And then exhale as you bring the arms back. And we're good. We're going to do the lower body from seated. I'm going to get a drink of water. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. So we're going to start out with the legs. Really for lower body, it's all legs, sorry. And do that heel up. That thing right there where you just do a pump with the heel up and up. Make sure you're on the edge of the chair. Glute fold right there on the front edge of the chair. That glute fold's right between the butt and the hamstrings or the thigh. Lift and lift. Tighten up these muscles in the back of the lower leg. The calf muscles working to pull that heel up. And now you can start bringing that foot up off the floor just a little bit. It's always good to warm these hip flexors up first before you start picking that foot up. So you got the shoulder blades back, you're in neutral, you know the feeling, and you got yourself cued for that, and then you start picking the foot up. As these muscles warm up, you'll get it up a little higher each time. Opposite arm, opposite leg with it. Up, up, squeeze. How high the knee comes up doesn't matter. Just get it up as high as you can. And then one last squeeze. That exhale, down and up. We're going to do a hands underneath the thigh, extend at the knee, shoulders are back, chest is out. Don't let yourself come forward. And back down. Again, you should feel a stretch in the back of the leg and hamstrings. If you bring that toe back as well, you're going to feel the calf muscles stretch at the same time. Out, and then extend it so you can get those hamstrings just a little bit more. And back in one more time. Toe in as you come up, stretching out the calf muscles. And then relax the foot and get into those hamstrings on the top half of the leg. And back down, other side, same thing. Pick it up. So really what we're doing here is we're warming up the legs because we're going to be doing a kick here in just a minute. But for right now, shoulders back, grab underneath the thigh, extend at the knee, and drop it. Drop it right there. Up. Toe back. Ooh, that's tight for me. And back down one more. Up. Toe back. Stretching out those calf muscles. Watch your form. I wasn't, and I paid for it. Up. And relax. Back down. I would like you to, now that you get all the joints started warmed up, put it all together, put those two together, hold on to the back or the bottom of the chair, lightly putting the fingers against the chair. Bring the leg up, out, in, and down. You should feel this fantastic stretch. But get out to the edge of the chair. If you're back here and you do that, you're not going to feel the same thing. You want to pick that leg up first, use those hip flexors, work the core as you lift that leg, everything's in alignment, and then extend. Doesn't matter how far. Once these muscles start to stretch, you're done. And then in and back down. A couple more times on this side. I'm going to hold on to the chair because I lost form. Up, out, in. So I'm really not putting any pressure through the fingers. What it's doing is it's just reminding me to keep the shoulder blades back. It's a cue. Out, in, and down. Other side, same thing. Up and out. In and down. Up, out, in, and down. So we're working the hip flexors. Now we're working the quadriceps, but we're getting a good stretch all the way from the heel up to the butt. In and back down. Two more. Up, out, in. Last one. In and down. Now, I've had people in classes who, when they do this, they kind of lift up just a little bit, and their leg is at a diagonal completely. That's all they can lift that leg up, and that's fine. You just want to get it up there. It's going to get stronger every time you pick it up. So are those quads to be able to extend that leg out. All right, leg right straight out. We're going to do a raise right here, up and back down. Small move, up and back. Really small. Hold on. Hold on to the chair. I want you out to the edge of the chair. That's really the most important piece. When you start going back in the chair, there's nothing to this. You're not working the core whatsoever, and you're not working the muscles in the hip flexor to hold it up. So it's up. Chair's kind of doing all the work for you. And that's not what you want. You're probably thinking that's what you want. It's not. You didn't know that. Bring it back. Other foot, same thing. Extend. Little bend in the knee. Shoulder blades back. Looking right straight out in front of you. Fingers gently touching the chair. Up. Do the same thing on the back. That pulls those shoulder blades back a little bit deeper. And down. So no hinging at the knee whatsoever. You're just lifting that leg up. Holding. And back down. One more time. Up. Up, up. And back down. And in. All right. Get out to the side of your chair. Butt on the side. Leg forward to leg back. as far as you can get it. Out and in. Hold on to the chair so that you're not leaning to the other side while you're doing this. You want to keep yourself upright as you out and back as far as you can get. You're going to feel a nice stretch going through those hip flexors that we just crazy used all kinds of. All the way back and forward. Back. And how far back you can get, again, is really up to you. Don't overstretch these hip flexors. If you try to get it back farther than the leg should be going, you're going to put a lot of strain on those muscles, and that's not something you want to do. Those don't heal quickly, even from a little strain. Other side, same exact thing, but out to the edge of the chair. Hold on to the other side of the chair to hold you upright. Because what you want to do is kind of lean into that stretch or lean into that side, because otherwise you're just going to go out here and try to counterbalance. So use the hand to hold you in place so that you stop when you're right straight up. Then you can step back, pick it up, and step forward. Back. Keep that leg in as close as you can to the chair when you do this. Get it back. Feel those muscles stretching in the front. Back out. Up and back. Reach back. And in. And whew, we're there. Next. Toe raises. Up. Shoulders back. Bring them up as high as you can. Hold them there. Feel the muscles working on the front half, stretching on the back half. And then down. Again, up, up, up. And down. One more time. Bring it up. Toes up. And then bring the heels up. And back down. Toes up. So we did that march before where we just brought it up, brought the heel up and did a march. We're really concentrating this time on how high we can get those heels and to hold them there. So we're stretching the shin muscles out, up and down. We're going to do a rocking horse. So back on the heels, coming down, foot flat on the floor, and then picking up through the ball of the foot, lifting the heels, drop them down, toes up. Toes don't come up very far, or the front of the foot doesn't come up very far. There's not a whole lot of stretch in that ankle that way. Up with the heel, back down, stop, and then pick up the front. So you don't want to just rock back and forth. You want to be in control of this all the way through, making sure the shoulder blades stay back. Run. Back and up and back. All right. Something different. Something different. Feet crossed. Doesn't matter which leg's over the other. Shoulder blades are back. Lean into this. So you've got the feet out there, and you're going to come forward as much as you can. If you need to hold on to the chair, lightly, but you got to keep the shoulder blades back so you're keeping that straight spine. Down. And then use the chair to help get you back up again. So you keep those shoulder blades back, keeping the spine in neutral. Other side, same thing. What we're trying to do here is there's a little extra stretch on this front leg because it's already pulled off to the side. And now we're going to do a hip hinge at the same time, which also stretches those muscles out. So we're getting a little better stretch this way, a little more of it. And using the chair, bring yourself back up again. Ankles out, toes out, ankles out, toes out. We're looking for all the rotation to happen in the ankle. Bring it, toes in. So you don't want to get the knees involved with this as well. So it's not moving them around. The knee stays right over the ankle the whole time. Out, out, and out, out, and out. So we're taking those muscles around the ankle and we're getting some flexibility into that. So if we do need that ankle to be able to make you solid as you're on your base. It's there no matter what happens to the foot. And in, back out, out, and you're there. Bring it back in, in. We're good. Bent knee up. Take the hand, stretch out the inner thigh here. Toe and knee in the same direction. Shoulder blades back. Don't let that other knee move at all. Don't let it come into the inside. Get as much stretch as you can off those inner thighs. Just hold there. Some deep breaths. See if you can pull just half an inch more as you exhale. Bring it back in. And not, again, this is the same thing. You're not taking that hand and cranking that leg back. You're just using it for support right here and really light pressure with the fingers as you bring it out to the side. Remember that other foot? You don't want the sits bones to move at all on this either. That's getting that, stretching out those muscles in the lower back in not a good way. Out, not a good way. And bring it in and set it down. Same on both sides, except we're going to do a rotation this time. So get it up and out, and then bring that leg around. Use the hand. Let the leg relax. But remember, you want to keep that alignment. Around. And opposite direction. Take it back the other way. And down other side, same thing. Out to the side. Rotate. Feel the stretch all the way through the hips, especially when you come back with it. So we're stretching out the front of the leg right there. And here we're getting the back around and back over that hip. Plus we're getting movement through the joint. Hip joints really lock up. They get really tight. Around and around and down. All right. We have time for one more. This one's just going to be fun. I want you to do a hip hinge forward. We're going to do a sit to stand is what we're going to do. Hands on the thighs to start out with. Lean forward over to the legs. Knees are behind the, knees are in front of the ankles, of the heels. And then just push up, hold there. Weight is all in the back half of the foot, all of it. You have to be there with it. So kind of counterbalancing with the chest out front, butt out back, and then back down again. This is a great exercise for working on standing up. Hands on the thighs is a great way to do it. If you don't have arms on the chairs, put the hands on the thighs. It keeps the shoulder blades back. Remember, anytime you're going to get up, you always want that spine in neutral. Push up and bring it back down. Try it without the hands, without using them. So just cross them on the chest and up. You'll notice how much work those arms took away from the legs. And back down. But that's a good thing because what you're doing is you're using the muscles all the way through the body together so that no set of muscles is getting used too much or too hard on these movements. Efficiency. And last one, up all the way, push through to the top.